Today is April 20th, 2016. My mom's going to tell a story about the Gray side of the family. This is connected to us through the Joneses, about the Civil War and Grandpa, great, how many greats back? Gray.
Well, it's my great Gray. And they live on the Civil War Road, which the same road that I was born and raised on, further down.
So it's right there by the quarry? The quarry road is called Civil War Road?
Right, and only it's way down there. It's another mile and something.
To the north, then?
Yeah, north.
Okay, where you grew up, it's another mile on down the road to the north.
A mile or more.
Maybe, okay, mile and a half. Okay. So that's where this story takes place.
Well, anyway, Grandma Gray and my great-great-grandma Gray, who had she'd already fed her men folk, and they left for work, and I don't know whether that was farmer or where, but they weren't around. And she looked up and she saw these beautiful horses. Great, big, gorgeous people. Horses, and that was the north, and she couldn't believe it, but they turned in and pounded on the door and said, "We want breakfast, and we need somebody to go water and to take care of our horses." So there was just one daughter at home, and she ran out and watered and fed the horses. And so Grandma ran down to the basement, and they had one slab of it, but it was pretty lean in those days. And they had one big old slab of bacon, and of course they had a lot of chickens and eggs. So she fixed bacon and eggs and made biscuits, and she had jellies and jams and coffee, and fed these about 20 officers, or at least they thought they were important, north. And it took all morning. And so she just got through doing the dishes and looked up, and there was a whole bunch of raggedy tag, and they happened to be Southern. And they turned in at Grandma's place and came to the door and pounded on the door and wanted lunch or breakfast or whatever. So they went out and killed every chicken they had, because there was a lot of people, a lot of men. And of course there was some horses too, but there was no walking. They were walking. And shot up. Well, anyhow, so she quickly took care of, killed chickens and cut them up and fried them, made biscuits again, and of course she had jellies and butter and they had coffee, and I don't know what else they had, but she might have even prepared potatoes. But anyway, she fed this group of people, and it took a long time. And time they left, Grandma says, "I don't care what side," and she said, "I hate both sides. I'm not even on any side." And she couldn't believe what happened to her. Well, when the menfolk got home, they hurriedly threw everything that they could save into the wagon, and they moved as fast as they could get ready to move. They didn't have a whole lot, And so anyway, and then they headed towards St. Louis, because they came from a town that I can't remember at this moment. It's up there by St. Louis. And
so that's over 350 miles away?
And they had to travel nights because it was too dangerous to travel daytime.
And so they moved all the way from Carthage to St. Louis.
Right.
And what kind of, I guess there was a nice trail. There wasn't a road there. Was there?
Well, I don't know what there was there. And they probably made their own trail.
Yeah, I know. This is pretty early on.
They had to get out of the way because they didn't dare run into anybody.
They didn't have a train or anything, so they just went by
Horse and wagon.
horse and wagon. And did they stay up there until the end of the war?
They stayed up there, period. They never came back.
No.
But my grandpa Carter stayed at the house, and he taught school. It was 5 miles, and he walked every day to school to teach him, and then back. That's a long ways to walk. And anyway, so the people began the church from the school. They had him to stay a week or so at each house, and he married my grandma Gray. Her name was Mary Walker at the time, and he was 6 foot and she was 4'10", and they had 7 kids, I think. And they had 2 boys and 5 or 6 girls. And they were all tall people. And Grandma Jones was a tall woman, head and shoulders taller than my daddy, her oldest son.
But I thought you were talking about Gray's.
Well, that was Grandma Gray.
And then one of her daughters married a Jones.
That's right. That's my grandma. Mary Kate, Ella Kate.
And she married Benjamin Sherman.
No. She married, I think his name was John, wasn't it?
Well, the last video you said one of them married. Who married Benjamin Sherman then? Jones.
Oh, well, that was Jones. That's my twin. My grandpa was Benjamin Sherman.
And he married a Gray.
Yes, and he was...
Which was Ella Kate.
Ella Kate, and that was my dad's mother and dad.
Right, and isn't that who we're talking about?
And that's exactly who we were talking about.
Okay, so there we are. Well, we went around that mountain the long ways. Okay, well, that's the story about the Jones side, the Grays, and how they survived the Civil War and how they fed both armies in the same day.
And they hated it.
And they hated it, but somehow they didn't get killed. So that's a good sign. Okay, that's it for now. Bye-bye.